Introducing Shimano DC braking. The new DC brake is constructed to provide trouble-free casting to anglers. Conventional braking systems require a substantial amount of thumbing to prevent backlash. But DC brake eliminates trouble and reduces thumbing. DC brake provides ultra-long distance for anglers with less thumbing and trouble. Let's see the mechanism of DC brake. When the spool starts to revolve, an electric current is generated through the coil. The intelligent microcomputer constantly measures spool speed and controls it to prevent backlash. The DC brake system doesn't require any batteries or charging. The microcomputer measures and controls spool revolution at 1/1000th of a second intervals and applies the appropriate amount of brake to prevent backlash. This is an actual casting seam. DC brake can provide trouble-free casting for a wide variety of lures and conditions by simply adjusting the external brake dial. No other manual adjustment is required. Conventional brake systems require more thumbing and more adjustment to the brake to best match lures and conditions. With conventional brakes, an incorrect adjustment can greatly limit casting distance and cause backlash. However, DC brake provides you trouble-free casting with less manual adjustment, regardless of lure or conditions. DC brake can match any conditions to provide anglers with easy, trouble-free, and long-distance casting. Perfect casts anytime and every situation. The newest innovation in braking systems, Shimano DC brake.
This is John Bretza, Director of Product Development for Okuma Fishing Tackle, here to introduce to you two new additions to the Ceymar spinning reel line. The Ultralight 10 for guys fishing trout and freshwater, and then the 65 size, which is both a big freshwater reel as well as a saltwater reel. What's great about these reels, they've got a graphite body, graphite side plate, but then they've got the ported out graphite rotor, so it's very lightweight, corrosion resistant. But on the C10, the Ceymar 10 Ultralight, you have a 5:1 gear ratio. Really high speed, so you can pick up line. On the Ceymar 10, you have 6 ball bearings plus a roller bearing. Now that's unique compared to the rest of the Ceymar line because the reel is so compact and so small that we can only fit 7 bearings in the reel, whereas the rest of the line features 7 ball bearings plus 1 roller bearing, so there are 8 bearings, and that's simply because of the compact sizing. The Ceymar 10 comes in at $49.99 retail, really a great little reel for that size. When you get to the 65 size, everything's larger. They all come with elliptical oscillation system, so you got a very durable oscillation that gives you very even line lay for increased casting distance, and also just an overall really strong internal gearing system. Again, the Ceymar 10 is going to be an 8 bearing reel. It's going to come with a 4.8:1 gear ratio, and it's going to be $74.99 retail price point. And one of the big things with all the Ceymar reels, if you're not familiar with the series, is this rotor design. It's completely ported out. And a lot of guys, when they look at this reel, they might think it might not be good for saltwater because it's open. In our testing, we actually find that it's actually better for saltwater because of the airflow. It creates a cyclonic feature where you get more airflow into the rotor and it helps it dry more rapidly. So if you're fishing in freshwater or saltwater, you get water into the system, it's going to dry out faster and it's going to be just more compatible for both fresh and saltwater. Both reels are braid ready, so you can fish them with either mono or braid. And again, these are going to be introduced at the ICAST show in July and are just new additions to the Ceymar line. This is John Bretza, Director of Product Development with Okuma Fishing Tackle, here to introduce to you probably the most exciting new product from Okuma in 2014. It's what we call our Coldwater 350 low profile. First thing you'll notice, it's a 350 size bait cast reel with a line counter on it. Now when you go to the other side of the line counter, just like all newer generation Okuma line counters, what we've done is we've recessed the counter and moved it to the side, so when you're cranking that reel, you don't accidentally bump it and knock it into a zero position. So it's a little more hidden, a lot more user-friendly. For those of you that love to troll, you guys are targeting fish like salmon, striped bass, walleye, kokanee, trout. This is the ultimate reel. We refer to this as a game changer from Okuma. There's nothing like it out there in the market. It's a mechanical line counter which measures off the rotations of the spool. It's calibrated at what we call a 0.42 millimeter monofilament line. So it's going to be most accurate based on a full spool line with that 0.42 millimeter line. So if you're using braided line, real thin diameters, it'll be more of a reference point, but as that spool diameter goes down, it'll become less accurate. So it'll be important for you to understand the reference point and how the reel's calibrated. Now, one thing that sets this reel apart from the other Coldwater line counters that we produce in the regular Coldwater series is that the frame and the gear side plate are aluminum, where on the regular Coldwater, all the side plates and the frame are graphite. This will have a graphite side plate, aluminum frame, and aluminum frame. So it's extremely rigid, extremely strong. And the reason why we did that is that it outputs a tremendous amount of drag pressure, 25 pounds of drag. So if you hook that trophy salmon or that trophy striped bass, you're gonna be able to land it with this Coldwater. Just like the other Coldwater line counters, we equipped the 350 size Coldwater with our CVT or Clearview technology. What that is a lens coating technology that helps prevent the reel from fogging up in cold weather, early morning when you have condensation. Now, if for some reason you do get some condensation in there, you get some water in there, we also have the drain port here. All you do is back that screw out and it'll help dry out, help get some airflow in there. For those of you that are really diehard trolling fans and you're interested in a Coldwater line counter.
Ben Joyce, Penn brand manager, here today to talk to you about an exciting new launch for us, the Pursuit 3. The Pursuit 3 is the third generation in the Pursuit line, and we've added some extra features to it to make it the best value in the Penn lineup. Before we take a look at all the new features, let's take a look at the sizes that we offer. We've added a new 2500 size, and we've kept the remaining sizes from our prior generation, which was a 3000, 4000, 5,000, 6,000, and 8,000. Overall, we've kept a lot of the same features from the previous generation. We have a corrosion-resistant graphite body and rotor with a metal side plate to ensure the gears stay in precise alignment. We have a 4+1 bearing system. We have 2 bearings on the main gear, 2 bearings on the pinion gear. We have a double anodized spool with line capacity rings. And some of the exciting new features we have are the HT100 carbon fiber drag washers, as well as the super line gasket.
There he is. We're up back here in the backcountry catching a few sharks on the new Pursuit 3. We upgraded the drag material into HT100, so Penn's lowest price spinning reel now comes equipped with HT100 drag, and it's perfect for catching these big sharks.
The HT100 carbon drag washers are a big upgrade from the oiled felt that we used in the past. We get asked a lot what HT100 stands for. The HT stands for high tech, and the 100 means that 100 miles of line can be run off without showing any wear on these drag washers. The super line gasket, what this gasket allows you to do is tie braid directly onto the arbor of the spool so that you don't have line slipping on there. We also offer all of these size reels in combos. One of the main additions that we've added is our Penn Dura guides. These are a one-piece stainless steel guide, so you no longer have to worry about inserts popping out. We also added, as a complement to our 2500 reel, a 2500 combo. So now in the Pursuit 3 lineup, you have a combo for everything from freshwater pond fishing to surf fishing.
Introducing the Piscifun Torrent 7.1:1 gear ratio. The Torrent features a durable and comfortable thumb bar. The adjustable magnetic braking system is great for making on-the-fly adjustments while on the water. The premium 3-layer carbon drag offers 18 pounds of stopping power. The audible micro-adjust tension knob is great for those fine adjustments. The Torrent offers an extended aluminum handle as well as a perfect 7.1-to-1 gear ratio. 5+1 shielded bearings make the Torrent ultra smooth and easy to retrieve.